What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, as we come across the 11 o'clock hour last trade on micro mobility, 11 cents. What the hell is going on with the stock up almost 85%? Is MULN, M-U-L-N, going to hold the 55 key level of support? And if so, is it a buy there? And what in the world is going on with CRKN at 117? Is it a buy, sell, or a hold? All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, last trade 1089 on micro mobility. Right before I came on, I said, if you're part of the dumb retail money chasing this stock at 11 cents, you're making a huge mistake. You should have been buying it at 6 to 6.5 all month long with yours truly. And in case you haven't heard the news, welcome if you're new. We don't fucking edit around here, and I do swear like a drunken sailor. You could have taken in the last 17 months 10 grand month. That's all, folks. Months since last March, 10 grand as of today, $107,000. That is 10x plus on your money on almost 140 winners. And that's not counting about 20, including Nvidia, Meta, Carvana. I gave you that stock at 7.5. It went to 50. Now, I would have been out a long time before that. But yes, you could have had a 10 bagger in and out with every trade. All you had to do on Twitter for 16 months when I had pinned trades with little green and red circles was follow along. But again, in case you didn't hear me to open, if you're not pulling the trigger, if you had hot money in the stock like I did, even though I've got a big position at 21 cents on MCOM, if you weren't selling in the 10.5 to 11 cent range, last trade 1088, you're making a huge mistake. We could easily come back down to 8.5, 9, where there was a double top breakout 2 hours ago. There's something called buy the rumor, sell the news. He's got a Twitter Spaces event at 1 o'clock. He comes out with the news. Let's assume that it's not blockbuster. It's just smoke and mirrors mixed in with some truth that's actually going to help them, as I've been fucking telling you now for a month, get compliance with NASDAQ. So, simply put, before I move on to MULN, if you load it up at 6 to 6.5, or in some cases you got a little bit of it at 058, you're fucking welcome, and God bless you and the United States of America, and go fucking Donald Trump, because Joe Biden's the worst fucking president in the history of this country. The black vote just went from 8 to 24%. It's going to be a Reagan-like wipeout. And speaking of wipeout, again, you should have taken some profits at 10.5 to 11. And by the way, before I forget, I will cover Discord before the end of this video. And because of all the swearing, it's been taking YouTube forever to review these videos. All the F-bombs, right? They demonetize me by 90%. It takes them an hour to get through 8, 9, 10 F-bombs. So you probably won't see this until maybe noon, 12:30. But in case you didn't hear me, again, you cannot afford not to pull the ripcord. 1079 right now. I'm telling you right now, I'll bet you this stock, by the time you watch it, is 9.5 to 3/4. Just to fuck with you. Could it rally back to 11 and change if they had blockbuster news? Yes. But could it come right back down and retest that double top breakout at, let's call it 8.5? You'd bet you damn right it could. If you're not excited about the Discord or the fact that we just made some people 10 times on their fucking money in the last 17 months, you're on the wrong channel. With that said, what's going on with MULN? Last trade looks like 57.5. Look, I gave the support and resistance lines last week. 48 is the holy grail line in the sand. We break 48. If you're a bull, it's big fucking trouble. I do think we're going to hold 55. I think I saw before I came on, as I'm sweating my ass off in here, excited. If you're not excited, who's excited? Somebody tell me. Did you make 75, 80% on your fucking money? Did you sell some along with me between 10.5 and 11? Are you one of the idiots that's in there buying it now back up to 1091? I want to hear in the comments below. But MULN, in my opinion, is probably going to hold 55 and do another balance to 65.70, where for the third time, if it was me, I'd pull the fucking ripcord, because I think it's going to find its home somewhere in the 65 to 75 cent range until we get some clarity on orders and cash coming in the door and what in the world is going to happen once we get to and beyond September 5th with the NASDAQ lack of compliance. So do not go heavy. If you're trading it a third time, and I helped you make over 100% in MULN, you go light. 55 and small change. You pull the ripcord 65 to 70. With that said, is CRKN a buy? Last trade 118. We just set an all-time low at 115, so I can't say it's a load the boat moment. But if this thing starts to bounce from where it is now at 115 on the low to 1.25 to 130, after being down 90% despite having a 200 million supposedly backlog and already coming out and saying they're going to have 15 million of EBITDA, which is gross profit. So I don't know what the hell is going on. I do think some of it is dilution, but the filing that we looked at yesterday, they only added about 3 million shares. So you're talking about, let's call it 7 or 8 million market cap on a company that's claiming they're going to have double that in gross profit and 10 times that or thereabouts in terms of gross revenue in the next 12 to 18 months. So yes, I would start buying aggressively CRKN between 115 and 1.25. If it bounces to 130 and comes back again, then that's going to be the all-in moment. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking for people. I almost forgot. I know, train wreck video. I'm looking for early adopters. If you're a premium member at trysmallbiz.com and we have 230, I'm estimating only a third to half are going to want to trade aggressively. I know. You make people 10 times on their money and they're still not fucking paying attention. We had 3 guys this weekend quit. One's in our Facebook group right now. You know who you are and you haven't paid your bill. You're about to get thrown out of the Facebook and not allowed into the Discord. So if you're a fucking premium member at trysmallbiz.com. You're paying $60 a month. You also, or you plan to have a small business. You are grandfathered in to the Discord, which is now open. I'm waiting for a secure link. This guy is 8 hours ahead of me. I have one, but I have to be damn sure because if this link gets out there and other people that are not supposed to be in get in, it's going to be a clusterfuck. So I want to know in the comments of this video, or you can send me a note through the contact us form at trysmallbiz.com. Are you a premium member and do you want in the Discord? Or you don't have a small business, but you want to get in the Discord. And yes, it's going to be slightly less than $60 a month for those of you that just want to trade. Send me a note. Say you're a fan. Say you made some fucking money as this is starting to come down 10.5 on MCOM. You better have pulled the trigger. You better have pulled the trigger on some stock between 10.5 and 11. I'm sweating my ass off in here. It is hot. It's 70. I can't even tell. Through the grace of God, we have 10x our money and then some. I've asked you guys for $1 or $2 a day. We're only going to have 300 folks as premium and or inside of the Discord. Do the math. It's 12 grand a month, 3 grand to the government, 3 grand to upgrades and fucking advertising. And I try to live on 3 or 4 grand a month. That's not enough. If it wasn't for Infuego trading results that I just keep fucking knocking out of the park, I would be sleeping on the street. So if some of you that are addicted to the action on Twitter want into the Discord and you don't have a small business, you fill out a note at trysmallbiz.com. And until next time, always remember that I love you guys and gals, and thank you so very much for watching. Did he really say 10 grand to 107,000 after 140 winners and only 14 losses in the last 17 months? Why, yes. Yes, he did.